All right, folks, I think we're ready to go. We're gonna have to reshuffle the teams because we had some technical mishaps as expected. So we'll go ahead and get this going as needed. Let me just make this the way it is for now, and then we will resume as need be.
All right, so what you're seeing here, you've got Team A, Hamam, Perudo, G-Bat, new type, against some excellent heavy hitters, especially with the Brazilians coming in. You got Perudo and G-Bat, just absolutely known for being really quiet on voice chat, because they're speaking the Portuguese, right? But they're just absolute aces. You got new type, who's over in ZC Clan. New type powers, he's an absolute phenom in the Striker Custom. For Team B, you've got Slippery Zero. He's an S-flat player, which is really saying something. That's the new S-flat that came out, I think, this past year. Catbone Jr., Professor Kerbo, Alex 290. Those are the types of guys that you're going to find in the rated rooms, and you're just hoping that they're there on your team when you come across them. So this is going to be a really, really nice match. Again, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say absolutely, just because it's gonna be high level play, not something you normally see in public matches, mainly because in public matches, one thing to kind of note is that you're trying to coordinate with almost 5 or 6 other individuals depending on the mode that you're playing, and there's no voice chat. These guys are going to be on comms, and there's going to be a different level of play that it's going to be kind of hard to follow, mainly because Mountain itself is there's so many different nooks and crannies available that we'll try our best to kind of keep things for you guys, down the line, down to the T, detailed and in the action as best as possible. But mind you, there's going to be a lot of different fights all over the place. Sometimes it might be just in one spot, like that upper ground there. So I'll defer to Trying to share his expertise with you guys, and I think one thing to note too is both teams, they're still kind of pondering picks. They're literally looking into what might work best for this area. Mindful this is a linear map, and because it's 400, there's going to be certain suits that will have a good advantage. Stealth suits have a definite advantage, but the problem is because it is linear, control of the map is very pivotal as well.
I mean, you said it best. 400 is probably the sweet spot in GBO2 when it comes to mobile suits you have selection from. I mean, you've got real awesome generals like the Londo Bell, which is a clan suit that just dropped this past clan matches. You've got some fantastic supports at that cost. Gunner Gundam, GM Sniper. You've got some just
a lot of different other stuff. Absolutely, yeah.
Juggling raids, yeah. It's
and it
fantastic.
Looks like, I mean, our team is ready to go. So away we are. It's time. It's time to duel. Sorry. All right. First look.
Right. Who do we?
Our boy Agu
Ooh, Agu guy, green camo.
Yeah, that's gonna be nasty.
Interesting pick.
Absolutely.
Pick. It's a stealth suit, melee oriented. All right, so that leads me to believe this is side A, Team A. So we're looking at who? Hamam. Yep, Hamam. Agu guy, stealth raid, going through the tunnels. You've got Perudo in the Aqua. You've got 2 standard Gundams. It just got a recent buff. I wonder if they're running the Hyper Hammer or the Sword. On Team B, you've got Slippery Zero. We called it Gunner Gundam. You've got the HMC Easy 8. He's got a heavy attack charged. Dropping down. Looks like we're looking at a knocked over. Killed Londo Bell. Big clash there in the tunnel. You got a heavy attack coming through. Oh, there's the Agu guy, we called it. That stealth knockdown right there. He didn't confirm it. Oh, but you know what? He tackled through. He's getting a combo. You got an anchor right there. There's the downswing. Nice, easy cleanup. And it looks like Team A did a quick team wipe to start the match. We got a few low players, new types looking low. Hamam somehow is miraculously at full health. So it looks like a few members are going to capture beacons and probably heal up, which is a fantastic strategy right now.
And right now, there's a lot of map control too.
Oh yeah, what do you think Team B's thinking, Aoshi?
They're gonna have to almost be, I wouldn't say conservative, but it's like a weird balance because now you're fighting from spawn. It does kind of limit how much you can move in because you can easily overextend, and at the same time, Team A is going to have that height advantage as well, firing from the midpoint. So we'll see how that plays out.
I just noticed Team B has 2 heavy stagger long-range weapons. They've got that Nemo cannon, and then we've got the Gunner Gundam. Which actually may hurt them, because like you mentioned, I mean, you're in a melee close combat situation. That could ding you.
Yeah, right now, like... Yeah, right now, it doesn't seem like they have much of a answer for the time being against something that is up close and personal, like the 2 Gundams that just recently got buffed. You have the Aqua Dominance there, just adding to that level of melee power and a little bit of firepower. And then you have Hamon running into the Agu guy.
Yeah.
Running the stealth, I mean, kind of almost... Yeah, so go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, it's just momentum, right? It's so tough to get going downhill when they're right there in your face at spawn. You know, the Agu guy is throwing in, like you mentioned, that twist. Like, you gotta address it because he's stealth. If you don't see him, he's gonna wreck you.
Yeah. He may be a little bit squishy to like a full general team, but that stealth is very hard to counter sometimes, especially when you're not expecting it. And it looks like Team Heavy Brazilian is just wrecking it so far in the first 2 minutes. Already up by 2K, but I think Team B is starting to get a momentum back into the thick of things. They're starting to push them back.
Yep. I mean,
Turbo in the heavy L as well, too. Just trying to put the pressure on that grandpa. The downside with the Gelgoog L being is that it shares the Gian melee there. So unfortunately, if targets are off to the side, they're not really able to address that other than trying to draw out melees or just soak up that damage, hoping his teammates can just follow through.
Yeah, it's an interesting suit. I do love it because it's such a heavy hitter with its melee, but you absolutely are right. It has no side swing. It's only got the hitboxes directly in front of it, which can be limiting.
Right now, it looks like Team B is pushing towards that midpoint. They're trying to contest that, but fortunately, it looks
nice
like
from the Aqua. So
yeah.
Team B's raid is done. Looks like the Gunner Gundam is putting in some work from range. You got the Nemo breaking shields, like right there. But you know what? For those who don't play the game, anytime you break a shield, if anything, it can buff you because you get a speed bonus after your shield's gone.
Yeah, and it really doesn't stop Grandpa either because he has that shield mastery skill that most raids end up getting too. So, like, even if you do blow that shield, you're practically giving him an advantage despite that, you know, doing that extra damage. So, typically, you almost want to go for legs at this point, it seems like.
Oh, Team B should absolutely be targeting legs. In between the Gunner Gundam and your Nemo, those are 2 leg breakers. And again, for those who don't play, you know, it's just like it sounds. If you don't have legs, you're not walking. You just an easy target, and if you're smart, you leave those suits with broken legs for dessert. You know, don't address them right away. You take care of other more dangerous things, and then come back to them. And here we go, Professor Turbo leading the push.
Looks like Team A managed to get Bravo back, so they're definitely putting the fight to Team B, not giving them any space to breathe.
Separated. They're separated 2v2, 2v4. You got Mom getting absolutely jumped right here.
He's gonna go down. Yep.
And then the other 2, okay, he's trying to use the Lance buff, high speed movement. He got it. Wow.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Okay, so now it's a 3v2, so the odds are in favor of Team B to come back a little bit here. Let's see what happens. Okay, some confirmations with the HMC. Oh, and a clash. And a counter. And a counter from that Gelgoog L is huge.
Yeah, unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on it, yeah. Unfortunately, the 2 Grandpas...
Oh, but they're in support
too much
fire.
strong.
Oh, they dodged out.
Unfortunately, yeah, the 2 Grandpas literally just took whatever advantage that Team B had. Because the thing with the Nemo is that it does have some decent damage, it's just not very good up close, which we saw.
And And it's slow firing. You know, it is a huge anti-air cannon. It doesn't shoot fast. It's not a rapid fire, so you got to make your shots count.
Yeah, I think it's one of those suits that needs a buff at this point as well.
It's
Purple coming in from behind. Oh man, Mom's in a very tight spot right now.
Oh, you know what? To look at that score, 82 to 72, so we're within 1,000. But you know, Mom's been working on that base. I mean, that base
is ready to go.
On the last leg, it's gonna break. I mean, what do you think that base is worth in a 400 cost room?
So right now we're looking at 1920. That's what you see on the score that's blinking. We're already past that 2-minute mark, so Team A can extend that lead, and Team B could do nothing about it once they get that base to explode. So that's pretty much their goal, is they have to stop them from even getting close, do as much damage as they can.
Yeah, you're looking to get an easy quick kill or two and stop them from looking at your base, because those are free points at this point.
Mom's just going to town just on that support, and Team B can't do anything to really combat that at all.
Mom is going to base.
He's going for the base, and it's done. Done deal. That's game.
But you know what? I mean, this was a good contest. I mean, it was a lot closer than it looked in the first 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
They really brought it back.
Yeah, Team B had a rough start, but I mean, that goes to show, as you see the events unfolding, that if there's enough determination and you can mitigate a lot of your losses and get those kills down on paper, you can close the distance and score. But it's just Team A was too vigilant on what they were doing and managed to just square things away. But regardless of which, definitely really good plays on both teams on that part. That is something that you would really see in some place like here, and in like even clan matches as well. So good job, good games on both teams for that part, both on the Heavy Brazilians and Team Cero.
Absolutely. I mean, I think also what the suit choices were, right? They brought, you know, G-Bat new type and Grandpa Gundams, a recent buff they just got, so they're really competitive. You're seeing them all the time. You know, the sleeper pick, which I didn't see doing well, was Hamam and the Agu guy. I kind of thought it was silly out of the gate, but it really added that twist, and it kind of nullified Slippery Zero.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That gunner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give us a few minutes. We have to swap and get ready to go for the most part.
And it looks like we had Fumbi join us.
Yes. 1 second, folks. Give us 1 moment. We have to switch out some folks. We got some people swapping in and out, and we'll get from there. So 1 moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with our next match. Here we go. We are on 450 Arctic base, and our boy from Londo Bell, Fumbi's here to join in the fun. Say hi to the chat, man.
Yeah, hello. This will be my first game with you guys, and yeah, let's actually see how this game goes. Yeah, we had a little substitute here, so yeah.
Yeah, like Fumbi was saying, we're doing some substitutions. They brought in some heavy hitters. Yeah, Titus coming in. He's a ZC player as well. Team B is still the same solid team that you watched in the first match. I think they're looking for a little redemption here, and that's why we switched it up. You know, we got a different cost, which, you know, introduces some new suits. 450 is where you get the introduction of flight suits. And Arctic base. I mean, Fumbi, you want to tell them about Arctic base?
Yeah, Arctic base is usually the infamous Ring Around the Rosies map, but it does have several elevation I can deal with, and the middle shuttle, you can destroy that thing to open up the map a little bit.
Absolutely. Which, fun fact for those who had never played at Arctic base, it never made much sense to me. They're in the crater, right? It's a snow crater. How the heck did they get that space shuttle that has wheels, like a track on it? Like, how'd they get it there? Why does it have tracks? It doesn't make sense, you know? But anyways,
I got a suggestion. It's called new type magic.
New type magic.
There's
absolutely.
that, and whenever military wanted to do something, they always go out and do some crazy stuff. So I'm not gonna question it.
It is very James Bond villain-esque, absolutely. Really interested to see the two, choices here. Again, a 4v4. You're probably not going to see a lot of support. I mean, who knows? You could. Slippery Zero brought that Gunner Gundam in the first game. He might bring it back this game. It's a little bit more advantageous because the map is much smaller than Mountain. So you have some good shooting lanes. I'd be interested to see what they bring and what they decide. Fumbi, what are your thoughts? I mean, what are some good suit choices here?
Yeah, Gundam is definitely one of the top contender, but if you want to go around and keep up with the front line, there are other suits like the Iraq Nero that can potentially be in that position. But we'll just have to see how they're gonna do with this.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be something interesting.
Absolutely.
Well, Hammam's been thinking. You can see that little icon next to his gamer tag, which means he's been looking through his suit selection. He's really racking his brain on something that fits whatever else the team is bringing. So I'm interested, because Hammam is always the wild card when it comes to suit choices, but he makes them work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He is always that one guy that can make some odd choices works a lot of time actually. But yeah, they got 20 seconds. Hopefully Hammam doesn't time out here.
Oh, me too. I gotta ready up, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, 10 seconds.
Let's go.
9.
Oh, wow,
All right, and we're off.
Okay.
All right,
be
so
last
we're about
second
to
there.
see. We're gonna see. This is Hammam again. What did Hammam choose?
Oh my
Oh.
god, that color scheme.
Oh.
Black TriStar. Kind of.
Maybe? I thought I was gonna say Noisy Fairy
Yeah, that's
okay,
a bit of a
quick fairy.
noisy favorite
Yeah.
color. Yeah.
for a machinery, anyways.
Yeah. And I believe that's the general machinery, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, that's a good suit. Tons of stun options. It can juggle. All right, so what else do we have? We have the Gelgoog. Fantastic. He brought the beam rifle, not the boom box. What else? Oh, the Striker Custom. Such a good suit. High octane, good juggle ability.
Yeah, and on the side is a metal spider. And then we have the high gog, which, yeah, amazing. It's always a good pick. Then I guess
Yep.
the Aqua Gundam next. No, this is yep, and then
Castle.
the Unit 4.
And then we got a unit for
Yeah,
it.
the Catsfall.
Yeah.
Well, the Unit 4 is so good since that buff. It has the standard beam rifle going into the Mega Beam launcher, which is just a nasty combo to take a person's half health and then break their legs. And then who's on the ground
Yeah.
right there? Wow, that Striker Custom really got worked.
But the
then
dangerous
what-
thing about Striker Custom is like even though at low health, it can still do a lot of damage. It's just very dangerous.
Absolutely. Look, he's still alive. He's about to combo Slippery if he can catch him. He did. He
Knuckle.
missed the knuckles, but he got him with the
Yeah, there
double
it is.
katanas. You gotta finish that thing, because if you don't, it will find you.
Yeah, that's one of those few suits that can just destroy
Ooh,
it left alone,
Alex
even
with
for
the
a second.
counter. Nice. And you got a shootout right here. The Goku got finished. All right. It looks like Team B cleaned up and started the match strong. You got to do some heals on your Unit 4. You got to do some heals on your Castivals. And if I were that Unit 4, I'd be taking the high ground right there, like he is doing, and getting that Mega Beam charged up or your Beam Rifle charged up, because the range on it is insane. And like I said earlier, you can definitely wipe somebody's legs out very quickly with that.
Yeah, the range of damage is definitely there. So I will say the Mega Particle Cannon, the big gun, it does have an extremely long cooldown. It's like 30 seconds or something.
30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
actually, that got buffed because it used to be the 30-second cooldown, but now it has the 2-phase. You can shoot it back to back, I think, twice within 10 seconds.
Yes. So that's why it's still important to note that and not to overheat that gun. 'Cause,
Ooh, good counter with the
that's a-
Castivall on the Striker, but he's got to finish it. We learned that earlier, right? There you go. You got to finish
yeah,
that too.
that's good.
All right, looks like Prudo's in a 2v1, but he's doing the right thing. He's backing off. He's using the fact that the camera is a right-hand shoulder, so you want to make sure you keep your enemy's back away off your right-hand shoulder, so you have the line of sight.
Yeah, looks like Team B is going to bring his lead a little bit further with this round.
Yeah, absolutely. And it makes you wonder, right? Because I mean, Titus is an EX Gundam player. I've watched him do fantastic things in it before. I think they're going to take some time and figure out what they're doing wrong here. I think they're going to regroup.
That was a good attempt by Hamon to try to do a artillery fire there, but let's see.
Okay, well, you've got some weak targets here. The Hygog is maybe 10% health. Kazdeval is a third of his health left. So if Team A does a solid push here, this is a team wipe waiting to happen.
Yeah, if they can take out the Hygog and Kazdeval fast, they can have a huge number advantage. We'll see what happened here.
You just gotta stay tight, stay in a group, work the corners. Again, your camera's based off your right shoulder, so you always want to be rotating around to the left.
And yeah, the Hygog's down, so now it's 4v3.
Yep. Oh, there's the EX kick. Very clean.
All right, Hamon's a little bit out of position there. He could have positioned a little bit better. He might have been able to finish it, but let's see.
Agreed. Yeah, just hit him with that Stern Faust or something. He might have finished it real quick. Ooh. So it looks like Titus has lost his shield, and that's why he just ate that last shot. But again, you get that speed buff when you lose your shield. Oof, a whiff tackle.
Yeah.
But it's okay. He's making it up right here. Looks like he's still getting the combo. And for some reason, that beam didn't stun.
I don't think it was fully charged. It doesn't have that little charge icon. And there it is. You can see the tiny charge icon when it's fully charged.
Good eyes, Fumbi. And it just looks like Team B is once again just coming through, high momentum.
Oh, come on. That's a bad location for a moment there.
I think it's again on Team B. I mean, they're running downhill. It's they're making it look easy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that Striker Custom.
Yeah.
Going 1v1 on the Hygog. Oh, he caught the EX for the Unit 4. He used his tackle.
Yeah, he's doing an amazing job with this.
Hygog's coming back. He's really using as much of his maneuver armor as possible. He got the Striker. Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, but Striker did do a lot of damage there. And he managed to thruster very well there.
Yeah, that, what is it, the Demon Blade ability that it has?
Yes.
Huge buff.
It does have like a, I think 50% reduction in thruster usage, or is it 30%? I can't remember. But it was huge. And the player did manage to use that thruster to the maximum efficiency there.
So if you look at the score, we've got Team A 7,000, Team B almost 8,000, so it's a really close game, and it's a minute 30 left. I think they both sense it because both teams are at just about full health, and they're playing slow here. You know, did you see that engagement? It wasn't all out. It was very tactical, working the corners, and it looks like it's breaking out into kind of a brawl. So it really comes down to who's going to have numbers advantage here. And with that whip confirmation from the Weddle Spider, I think it's going to be Team B.
Yeah, Team B should be taking a lead again here.
Oh man,
yeah, that just collapsed
on
on
the
the remaining
ground,
two.
and he's done, and there it is, the EX kick, or the Kazdeval kick, sorry. You've got less than a minute left. The respawn timer is probably 10 seconds. So it would require...
Yeah, this will be hard. The Team A will have to coordinate extremely well and do a team wipe with a lot of assist points.
Yeah, it'd have to be a team wipe with max. I don't even know if max points would get it.
Yeah, nah, and I don't think it's going to happen here because Bruto might just go down here. Yes, he does.
Oof.
Yeah, they
Oh,
might have
Professor
gotten that
Turbo,
kill, but
wow.
that's not. Yeah, he is doing really good at making sure that
The-
he does all the damage in he can.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't personally have the Castival Gundam unit from that came out a few weeks ago, but I mean, he's using it wonderfully. It must be one of his favorite suits. He's nailing all the kicks, which are
Yeah.
incredibly difficult due to like what is it called, geometry of this map.
Yes, and the kick can be a little tricky to hit sometime as well, and he's landing pretty much all of them as
And then there
so
you
far
go.
we've seen.
I don't know about you
Professor
guys, that was
Turbo.
freaking exciting. I literally had to tape my mouth closed just to stop interrupting you guys, because the amount of clashes that I saw, it was just like, man, where do I even go? It's just crazy. Like, to the point where the score was like within 1,000. I want to remind you guys in chat that it may not seem like a lot, but 1,000 is really damn close. So definitely GG's on both teams' efforts in that part. We're going to go ahead and set up for the next cost and the next location, so be right back 1 second, folks. We're going to go ahead and we'll step away for a second. Be right back.
All right, so we are back. This is Trying. We've got Fumbi again with us. And so you've
Yes.
noticed that we have changed up, of course, the rule typing. So in this one, we're going to be playing Ace Match. It's the same players as before, but Ace Match is a little bit different. So it's an 8-minute match, just like normal. The first 5 minutes are played as normal, right? It's a 4v4. Now, at that 3-minute mark left on the clock, what you're going to see is you're going to see an ace chosen, which is typically the individual from both teams with the best overall scoring, whether it be kills, assists, pursuit, you name it. That's their ace for that team. Now, with the ace, their kills count for an extra bonus. I believe it's 130% or 150%. Can't remember off the top of my head, but the catch to that is their deaths also are worth more points. So it's a high stakes game of cat and mouse when it comes to Ace. I'll let Fumbi tell us about the map. Tell us about Colony Drop.
Yeah, Colin Drop is from the one time that the Xeon actually dropped the colony, which is, yeah, the leftover remain. But the center is quite open, and there's 2 layers. There's the top layer and the bottom layer, while you can actually fight on the outside of the colony as well. But the surrounding is filled with debris, both inside and out, so there's a lot of coverage that you can actually hide, while there is some distance that you can actually snipe from as well. So it'll just depend on where you're taking the fight at.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a bigger map, a lot more option for support, units to be chosen, and with Ace, you got to start thinking strategically here. Who do you want to give the kills on your team? What mobile suit are you going to choose that's going to do the best in the Ace match? Which means, either you're going to be a support player, and not necessarily the support unit, but you're going to be supporting the Ace, right? So you want something that can, body block for your Ace when they're receiving incoming fire. You want something that can knock down units fairly easy, so that way your Ace can come and clean it up for an easy kill. And then as the Ace, if you're going to be chosen as Ace, you want something that has a lot of kill confirmation. So very good ASL Vulcans, very good missiles, something with little range, or a good melee weapon, right? Because that team's going to count on you to get a lot of the points in the last 3 minutes. So they're going to be feeding you, and you've got to be ready to go when you get chosen.
Yeah, but you also have to be mindful of what you are in, because the enemy team will be going after that Ace as well. So if it dies, it cannot get that sweet extra bonus.
Right. And it looks like both teams are locked in, so it sounds like Aoshi's ready to give them, open the gate and let them eat. So let's see what they have brought. It looks like we're looking at Hammam once again to kick things off. Oh, is that the Plant TR5?
Yes, that is indeed a good plan, TR5. And it is a very strong unit. It does lack the Vulcan that you speak of, but the Beam Rifle does have alternate fire mode that can fire relatively fast. So if you can land some of those shots, it can still work.
And the icing on the cake is it flies, it transforms, and it flies.
Yes, that is a very good suit with decent coverage with a shield on both sides. Well,
Let's see what else we got.
Let's see.
We got the narrative Gundam. Yes, narrative is downstairs in the basement. You've got the Gelgoog once again, assisting that narrative in the basement. And our support on Team A is going to be the GPO Blossom. All right, so wow, counter pick. It looks like Team B Slippery brought the red Gundam. Unit 4 once again. G-Quux. G-Cups? G-Quux.
G-Quux. Yeah, it's a new suit that I think people are still getting used to what to call it. But I'm pretty sure it's called G-Quux.
Alright, so it looks like 2 of the suits from Team B are from the new G-Quux animated series, which is really cool.
Yep, and that's another narrative. Yeah, narrative is definitely one of the stronger picks at this cost, so it is pretty confident to see them.
Alright, so let's look at what they're doing. Looks like Ciro's really pushing in the basement with that red Gundam. He's using the Hyper Hammer. Ooh, Alex is taking some damage in that narrative and he's gone.
That's a good counter. He gets Ifrin to rest the thruster as well.
Oh, just missed the downswing. Titan is fresh with GPO.
That
Vulcan's good confirmation. It looks like Team A is going to walk away with winning that first encounter, but nobody secured any of the objective points, so you got to be careful of that.
Yes, and it looks like Team B is trying to secure a point right now as we speak. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Professor Kurbo being a team player.
Professor Kurbo has been doing really well for the past 3 games. So,
oof, it looks like he chased down Alex, but it's okay. He had he had backup. Red Gundam came in. Narrative's there to back him up. So
that Red Gundam funnel units, the bit I think they call it in that series, did do a lot of damage there, which is kind of nasty.
Yeah, it's got 2 firing modes, right? It's got the one where the funnels go and then they stay in one consistent place, and then the second is it goes crazy and they just jump around and shoot from all different angles. It looks like a lot of the battles taking place in the basement, which is just got to be absolutely difficult for you. You could be filming down here. Low ceiling, lots of clashing, and there's that Red Gundam's funnel.
Yeah, and it seems like they're able to get a decent wipe there while staying pretty healthy, actually. And they took another point. And now they have both spawn point near their base. This is very good for them, actually. If someone's down, they can get back in the fight pretty fast.
Yeah, and so that's what maybe is hurting Team A, is because they haven't captured any objectives. They're coming when they do respawn all the way from base. By the time you get to combat, your boosters are exhausted, so it would be a smart move to capture something now.
Yep, and yeah, it looks like they are capturing points, and it is just a shootout right now. And
you know what? That Blossom's taking a lot of damage from range.
Yeah, and it looks like they are focusing down Alex there with the Gelgoog Uma Lightning. Yeah, and he's out. That suit can do a lot of damage and can be very dangerous.
It's a good trade here. You got the Blossom and the plant DPR or DR5 is low. Red Gundam's low, Narrative Gundam's low, so this is kind of a make or break moment. And what we talked about earlier with the ace match, if you look at the clock in the top middle, it's 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That means we're literally less than 50 seconds away from the ace being determined. Based off of total point value here so far in the match. You know, Fumbi, if you had a guess, who do you think the aces are going to be so far?
Team A might be a little bit difficult right now to think. It might be G-Bat here. G-Bat will tell you this here. Both of them have been doing some stuff. Alex has been suffering and getting focused down quite often here. But he still did a lot of damage, so assist point could still make him the ace. On the B team there, it's just, I don't know. What do you think on B team?
I mean, Team B, Professor Kurbo's doing really well. Slippery's doing well in the Red Gundam, so those are my 2 picks for Team B. And it looks like we got 5 seconds to figure out Luckily, Team B, both teams are at good health, so here we go. All right, so on Team A, you got Perudo in the narrative. Wow, Team B got Catbone Jr. In the Unit 4, so interesting picks. Both have range. And let's just see how they play it out. Are they going to put their ace on the front? Are they going to kind of protect them?
Yeah, but it's kind of funny now how we both missed there on our choices. I guess like that's just how close the game are right now.
Oh,
And
there's
Perudo just
Maybe
got
Capone Jr.
destroyed.
But you know what? Capone Jr. didn't get the kill. It looks like Slippery accidentally took it. So you always have to be mindful of that. You got to feed your
Yeah.
ace. You don't want to accidentally take kills because then you're just stealing from yourself.
Yeah, but well, Perudo is the ace here, so they do get a bonus point regardless. But for the other kills, yeah, you definitely have to make sure your ace got the kill, and it looks like they're doing that right now. Yep.
All
That
right,
bonus
good job,
point.
Capone Jr. Yeah, good teamwork there to feed him. Wow, I'm really impressed by OMF here. Three really strong matches they put together in a row. Really bringing it to some ace players in between Londo Bell and ZC, so I'm surprised. But you know that's why OMF is a top-ranked clan.
Yeah, exactly. We definitely have some of the best clan, at least for the West here, in all these matches. So this is definitely exciting to see.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, OMF, Londo Bell, ZC, top 10, top 50, top 100 on the leaderboard every week.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Perudo is getting swamped, but this is that's a very weird clash there.
Oh, new type
But
magic.
he did buy him some.
Oh no, it's not
Okay,
looking
he
good.
might just go down. This is not good for Team A. But hold
Good
on,
downswing,
come
but a
on,
TR5.
good damage there.
Oh, he almost finished it.
Yeah,
And with ace match, it's so swingy. So even though it's 10,000 points, I mean, your ace gets 3 kills, you kill the ace, and just like that, you're back in it.
yeah. But they only have 30 seconds on the clock. It doesn't seem like they can turn this around even with the ace mode here. But yeah, it was
sadly, I
very
think.
close until until ace mode kicked in.
So I'd really be interested to see if Team A is going to make any substitutions or swaps in between this match and the next match to address, OMF's just kind of dominance on this one.
Yeah.
All right, and that rounds it out. 93. Oh, quick kill at the
Oh,
end
he
to
couldn't
bring it up
get
to
the kill
11.
there.
He got it. It's up to 11,000 for Team A to,
Ah,
I think, maybe 23,000 Team B. 17,000
Yeah.
Team B.
yeah, this is 6,000 point gap here. That is pretty big. But for 400 cost, this is actually not even a high score if you are looking at clan match.
No, yeah, like you mentioned, I mean, with each one of the suit kills during the regular mode being worth 500 points, and then after the ace modifier, depending on who gets the kill and what the kill is, it can go up to almost 1,000 points per kill. So yeah, it's a really low score game, honestly. Usually, if it was a runaway, you would see something in the 20,000s, 25 to almost 30,000 would be, kind of a runaway game. So these are, again, just showing you how technically skilled all of these players are to keep it so low. It's just kind of a shootout amongst Titans. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to take a quick break and see if the substitutions are going to be made.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen, folks, chat, we'll be right back just momentarily, so be right back. 1 second.
All right, and
Yep,
we're
and we're back.
We are back.
Yeah.
That's right, Fumbi.
All right.
Why don't you give
yeah,
them the
still
rundown
both of
on the
us here.
map?
Yeah, this is City Ruin. It also recently got a small change. The little dome is now opened up for those who may not have played this map for a while, but it has shown up in the rotation a lot. And this is the map that uh, you'll have to travel quite a bit to certain combat locations, but normally it takes place around this big dome that you can see in this picture right now. All right. Anything you want to add, Trying?
Yeah, you'll also notice we changed the type of battle to simple battle. Key differences there is there's no ace mode, and all the objective points are universal, and so both teams can deploy from any of the objective points on the map. I believe there is a total of 4 and then 2 bases. So a lot more tactical awareness is needed because you might be having a great fight and then bam, before you know it, 2 of your enemy units spawn right behind you. So you always have to be more aware. And we also changed the cost. We bumped it up to 550, which again, I think is that sweet spot. 400 to 600 is really my favorites because the units are really diverse. 550 has flight units. You've got some strong raids. You've got some excellent generals like the Dryson. You're going to get some heavy attacks in now, which you didn't see at lower costs. 550 is a sweet spot for a lot of units that have heavy attack. And for those who don't know, you can charge those bad boys up, and it's usually a melee hit, and they come in fast and hard. You can't really swing against them. The only way to defeat those is to time a dodge or a counter tackle.
Yeah, and it looks like both teams are ready now. Just have to have Aoshi getting up. So, looks like we start, and who will we have here? That should be new type.
New type, right? Yeah. Look at that. What does he bring in? Is that a perfect or a grandpa?
It's hard to tell. This game's model for those units are basically the same.
So it is the grandpa Gundam, I believe.
Yes, it does look that way.
Based off that beam rifle, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, and he brought the hyper hammer. Is this guy crazy, or does he know something we don't? The hyper hammer straight out of the anime. Wild to bring that at this cost. What else do we have, Fumbi?
Yep, we also have that's a Saikamu Zaku. That is a unit that does do a lot, as if you can actually get within the perfect range of engagement. And we have the engage income.
Absolutely. It looks like a lot of the battles happening right there in the dead center, right around that, that Thunderdome. You've got a perfect Gundam duking it out with what is that? The Psycho Zaku, right? The Sakamo type.
Yeah. Yes. That's a Sakamo Zaku right there.
Awesome. Well, it looks like I gotta say, Team B is starting out once again very strong.
Yep. But that's let's finish off the list here, because the next one is a perfect Gundam, which is definitely one of the better units in this call. Even after the nerf it received quite some time ago.
No. That support came in all by himself, and they've got a raid right in his face. Peruto's coming in to try to body block. He looks like he took a pretty nasty spill there. You got new type hit him with your hammer. He got it.
They finished up with a beam rifle shot.
Hyper hammers just get me excited. It's so hard to use. It's such a wonky weapon. It's archaic. But when you get a hyper hammer kill, there's nothing sweeter.
Yeah, it does have one of the strongest modifier weapon at this cost too, even. So it definitely hits extra hard when it does.
Wow, and if you look what just happened there, Hammam and a teammate looked like they had Professor Turbo kind of cornered, and they quickly turned that back around and took care of them. So that just goes to show you really gotta be careful. You can get baited so quickly into an area, and then because you can an enemy can spawn from anywhere.
That is a tricky shot.
That was a tricky shot. Great new type magic from new type. You got Peruto there putting in some excellent work with both of his melees. Switch to Slippery Zero, down swinging, and the perfect Gundam, breaking legs. And then again, just a big old brawl in the middle there. A lot of Team B is really low. That support's low. The Cabera is low. New type once again just
new
dodging.
type is maneuvered
Just-
really well there, but it still couldn't get away from the numerous melee screen that is coming at him.
Yeah. It makes me wonder why he didn't throw that hyper hammer sideways, right?
He
Okay,
used
once
it
again,
earlier actually, but because that hyper hammer does have a very long cooldown, he just couldn't use it again.
right. So let's see how Team B is going to play this because it's a close match. 3 minutes left. You got some medium weak targets here. Are you going to drop at A, C, or D? What do you think, Fumbi?
Looking at the map, I'm thinking D point, but
Oh, there they
no,
go. C.
C point. Yep. Okay, they're putting some distance to engage. All right, that is fine
Well,
too.
they
This is
probably
one of
did
those
it
game
because
mode. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fumbi.
No, I was just saying that this is one of those game mode that if you're dropping right on top of them, there is instant pressure from both sides. You have to coordinate super well immediately in order to do something. But yeah, what were you thinking?
I don't know. I'm right there with you. It looks like they isolated G-Bat. They got him off of the upper hallway, and then now they got the support. So they're doing a really good job of just isolating who they want and going pack mentality on that individual. And that's kind of why they're pulling away with the lead here. New types trying really hard to just really carry a lot of weight here. It's a 1v4.
Yeah, there's really not so much you can do here except probably do some damage. I'm not sure if you got any damage in there.
Yeah, and again, it's tough. I mean, they did the right thing. They dropped that C point. You drop that C point there because you're gonna rotate left. Why you rotate left is because the camera and where most of your weapons are firing from is your right shoulder, so it gives you an extra line of sight advantage. Looks like Team A is dropping in high pressure at D point. They're gonna rush up the highway. They're gonna try to put a lot of pressure on Team B real quick right here. They have about 1 minute. Good use of that active shield by G-Bat. Okay, looks like Slippery Pseudo fell down. Oh, and once again, G-Bat's falling off the highway. That's going to cause some damage.
Yeah, Team A really cannot have anyone die here, and they have to get a clean wipe.
Oh, good.
That is amazing.
double
That actually
speed
registered.
And he got
new
to
type is-
confirm the kill.
Yeah,
Wow. And then
New type is
just
doing a
excellent.
lot right now for the team.
I mean, not only is he
Unfortunately,
fighting the
it's
dude in
not enough.
front of him, he's like hyper hammering a guy through the other guy. That's crazy.
Yeah, this double hit there, and there's one person that spawned. Team A has to be very careful with who's going in right now. And yeah, they definitely have people with more HP going in.
Oh, there you go. Oh, he got it. I forgot.
Oh, the
that
counter on the
psycho-
Perudo. G-Bad needs
Yeah.
to make sure to protect him there. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, there goes
Definitely
G-Bat.
okay.
Oh, there
Very
it is.
close.
Close match.
Very-
Yep, 9,000 to 11.
If they had gotten just that one kill on that guy over there back then, they probably could have turned around actually.
Yeah. I mean, it was close. Anybody's game. Interesting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be preparing for the next match, so we'll be right back after these. Well, not sponsorships, but messages. Be right back, guys. 1 second.
All right, and we are back with our next matchup. We still have Fumbi with us. We switched up. We're playing a basic match in jungle. Fumbi, give him the rundown on jungle.
Yeah, jungle has a long stream of river that is part of water that will run down through the whole map. It does separate the two sides, but both teams will definitely still have to be watching out for each team's rotation here, because this map have two big mountains near the center that will block the view completely, and when you are in some part of the map, there's actually jungle with a lot of force. If a unit is not too big and they're prone, it can actually hide completely themselves inside that forest. area. So there's the water, there's the forest, and it's a relatively big map for them to maneuver around. So capturing point will be vital here.
Agreed. Yeah, capturing beacons, maintaining that dominance of the front line, uh, kind of just, yeah, everything you just said. I love the cost. Again, it's kind of the tippy top of where I like to play. 600, um, even more diversity. They brought in, the devs have recently released a lot of the RF line of Zaku's, which is really cool. They're smaller, faster moving. A lot of them have whips, creating instant staggers or knockdown. You've got a lot of flight suits at 600, both raids, generals, and supports. So I'd be really interested to see what the meta is that these guys are going to play in. Fumbi, what do you think 600 meta looks like right now?
Yeah, 600 metals such as our Goof and it's definitely on top. There's definitely a lot of suits that we can say is strong. Even for raid, RF Goof, as I mentioned, the Delta Kai ground type is in this cost as well, so that's another strong raid that people can pick. And for general, what do you think?
I would be surprised if we don't see the Delta Onse. That thing is a powerhouse. And wow, you mentioned it, and it looks like two people are thinking of changing to it, right? Just kidding. But yeah, the Delta Onse is a fantastic mobile suit to run. Even at this high cost, I think this is the level 4 Gelgoog UL is at 600, which would be a crazy pick, but there's some pay to win parts that can really make it work at these costs. Support, I don't know if we're going to see one. I don't know if the supports have been really working for either side tonight, but let's go ahead and ready up and find out.
Yeah, but support at this cost, you actually do have option for the G cannon and possibly even the new FF.
Ooh, a new type. What did he bring?
That does look like the UL, I think.
It does look like the UL, and he loves running it with the beam rifle, which is, to me, I love the boombox 4-barrel rocket launcher. It just confirms stuns from so far away. But in the hands of new type, he does confirm his shots, which requires 2 shots to get the stun with it, or he can charge it.
Yeah, and charge shot does take a while to get it ready, but it is a rifle that can do very high damage.
Ooh. G-Bat's running the heavy gun. You've got Hammam in the, what is that, the G-Cannon? You've got a Young Waven. Oh, very cool. Team. On the other side. Again, another heavy gun, or heavy cannon. So that's the pick. That's the pick for both sides. And then there's the Onse, the Delta Onse. Alex is running. And then I didn't catch who was the third player, but he is running our, there he is. The Thunderbolt suit. Which name is escaping me?
Atlas. Yeah. It's okay. You don't really see Atlas that often, especially the general, but I do see a little bit more.
Nice downswing, but he got countered. Professor Kerbo keeping his distance, playing the heavy, exactly like you'd imagine. You got Catbone Jr. with a railgun. You got Slippery in the Atlas. So 2 Atlases actually on Team B.
Yes. And that was a good shot there that did a lot of damage, but okay, it looks like Team B is having a small lead right now.
Yep, but it's actually anybody's game. Everybody's pretty low. Who's gonna finish right here? Looks like new type's getting stunned. Oh, there it is. So G-Bat's
they couldn't take advantage of that. Alright, so that's his 2 kills. So
we're probably gonna watch Team B capture a lot of points here. What do you think, Fumbi?
Yep, and they are doing that as we speak. Yeah, capturing these 3 points leaves Team A. Only option is which point is that?
That's a mom.
There it is.
A mom is a madman trying to capture A. Oh, he didn't get it though. He's gonna have no backup here. Oh, and he's paying for it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's paying for it. All right.
So it is a good attempt. It is a good attempt for Hammam to capture 8 points there because they do need a separate spawn point, even though it's very close to their base. But having a separate spawn point, it is vital to being able to corner the enemy team at times. Because if the fight is, yep, there we go. Let's see.
Nice. Yeah, we just watched Perudo get a confirmation of a kill in the waterway. Looks like Professor Kerbo's getting kind of 1v1 by GBAT here. And sadly, I think GBAT's got the advantage. He's running a general agility war, maneuverability. It's got the damp shot dampeners. There we go.
Dampener. Yeah, shock dampener.
Yeah, so it's just able to recover a lot quicker after a melee strike. Looks like Team B's long range Atlas units are coming in. They're probably gonna play the range game just like that. There it is.
Yep.
Wow.
And this half health
railguns.
gone right there.
Yeah. I mean, that's just smart playing, though. I mean, you got the range. It's railguns, instant stuns. They're putting together.
I have
really
Alex
smart.
spawn right next to them, trying to go for those strong melee swings that the Ansi can do at close range.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Onse's can juggle anything. Raid, support, general. Pluto's flying in with the Yongwaven, but he got stopped. Dang. Even with Biosensor kicked in, he just got targeted. Man, OmF is just doing a really good job of targeting here and stopping momentum, getting the stuns when it matters. Teamwork, it's really impressive.
Yeah, but they are putting up a decent lead. This is about a little bit over a 3k lead after this kill, but yep. Oh, actually a little bit more.
Yeah,
they did a very good damage spread actually, because in order to get that high of a score increase for a single kill, you have to have at least 2 people did at 25% damage on the unit. That was secured that assist point.
Right, yeah. Lots of pursuit assist for sure. Looks like they're coming in. Team A is coming in from objective A. Somebody's shooting at iframes. You got Career leading the charge in the Yongwaven. GBAT's pushing from the left side with new type right there and the UL beside him. Lots of missiles. There it goes. Yep. Got some connection with the missiles. There he goes with the melee. But they could finish it up. It looks like they're running downhill right now. There's a second kill. Slippery Zero just got down swung by that UL, which is hella strong. Very good.
But it looks like Team A is playing more aggressive together this time around with this fight, and it is working out in their favor. So they're just goon squatting someone all together at the moment. Yeah, and that works.
That's the name of the game. You hit it, goon squatting. I mean, you gotta pick suits that complement each other, and you gotta play those suits in a way that complements each other. And I think you saw that there. GBAT pushing the heavy gun. The Yongwaven really attracting a lot of attention with its funnels. New type in that UL just put down a lot of damage with missiles. And if you do that time and time again, it's gonna work.
Yes. Well, they all spawn in now, and let's see. They are
All right, this will be got one separated. Yeah, one separated from the pack. It's the Slippery Zero's in a bad spot. 2v1, 3v1.
He went after that low HP unit right there, but now he's more or less paid for it.
I mean, you don't want to get stuck in that. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get stuck there. That little gully underwater. The visibility is pretty bad. Your maneuverability is bad. You've got to use boost to get up the hill. It's just not a good spot. So let's watch this 1v1. Oh, well done.
Just
well done.
A little more, they could win that fight. But it's so well done with the with the Atlas. My bad. With the Atlas there in that swing. Yeah. He just managed to reach that and secure the kill.
That Atlas is one hit. GBAT is now one hit. Team A is looking a little low. If I were them, I would do a full reset, aka die as quickly as possible, do as much damage as possible, and then that way you can respawn.
One more kill.
I mean, they're in good shape, yeah, because what people need to realize that don't play this game, it's a very swingy game. If you're not running away with the score, what you want to do, you want to have a fresh team coming in for that last minute, because then you have a lot of momentum. The other team is playing defensively. Hopefully you've done some damage, so you've got some weak units to chase. And it's interesting. I think Team A, if they pull off another Goon Squad moment, they could win this.
Yes. but they have to wait for new type to spawn back in right now to fully commit to that engage, because he actually had a bad spawn just now at F point and immediately got taken out as we speak.
Ooh.
So yeah,
G-Bat's in. He's frontlining almost exclusively solo. You've got that Raid Atlas in the gully. You've got to keep G-Bat alive. You've got to take care of that gully. I mean, it looks like they're doing it.
That should be a kill.
One shot. There
Yep,
it is.
there we go.
Confirmed. All right, so now you just got to lure in units one at a time down in the gully and fight them.
Mom might having some trouble with that right now, because that is a
G-Bat's
raid
backing
on the
up.
support.
G-Bat's backing him up.
Okay. Yep, this is good. They actually have a chance. For 5 seconds, you need to secure one kill right now.
And they
Is
did
that
it!
kill?
Oh no, but another kill happened
No.
at the last second.
Yep.
Team B pulled out the win at the last moment.
Yeah, this is 100% a very close game. That one kill makes all the difference right there.
Holy cannoli, yeah. I mean, you thought Team A had it in the last second with their confirmation on the Atlas, and then just like that, 1 second left, Team B got the final kill, and that's what pushed them over the edge.
Yeah. Team B
way,
had a strong start, but I mean, once Team A got together and they realized they have to focus on that raid to make sure their support can do something, they are able to do more.
Agreed. Close match. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna brief for a second. We'll be right back. We're gonna check in on our guys, and we'll go from there. Be right back, guys. 1 second.
All right, and so we're back for the last match of tonight's showcase. We're gonna run it at Simple Battle 700 at Tropical Desert. Fumbi, take it away. Tell them about this map. I mean, what are the implications of playing here?
Yeah, Tropical Desert is probably the most open map you can have out of everything. And it is one of the biggest maps that you can have. There is a little bit of elevation and does have some covers, but they are at minimum. This is all about getting that vantage point in the center or around the corner, and then having the range to able to shoot people down, get them do some damage before they are able to close in at the center point and start a fight. But the center point will be extremely critical on this map.
Agreed. And wow, I thought we were all ready to go. Players had locked in their picks, but 700 cost itself is pretty wild. We're talking about some of the wildest designed mobile suits that Bandai's put out through the animated series that you can pick up in Gunpla now. But I mean, you're talking Z's, Tazabis, Sananjus, Jetta variants, you name it. All play in this 700 cost playground. Unicorns. So I'd be really interested to see what some of these players bring. And like you mentioned, with this map, support is very much on the board. I mean, it's wide open, shooting lanes, so it's hard to hide. It's a supports, snipers, and artillery pieces playground. So let's see what the guys bring. Once again, Hammam is really thinking it through. He's probably delving deep. He might be rearranging some of the parts on his mobile suit, which can be really critical at 700. So for those who don't play, as the cost of these mobile suits go up, you have more slots available to add customizable parts to that mobile suit that buff it in different vectors, such as your ranged attack, melee attack, ballistic defense, beam defense, melee defense, your movement, your thruster, you name it, it can be buffed. So with 700 being such a high cost, you have so many slots that you can buff in. You can really fine tune a machine at that cost to exactly how you want to play it. It looks like Hammam's ready and locked in. So let's go ahead and see what they have chosen by getting to it.
Yep, Aoshi, take us away.
All right.
All
what
right.
did you type bring? It's a Sazabi.
Sabi. Yep, this is Sazabi is one of the strongest 700 cost units at the moment. So it makes sense for someone to pick a Sazabi.
I love that paint design he put on it too. Very char, very char.
Yeah, I think it did tweak the red a little bit, but alright, let's see what other people
Alright.
pick.
So we got the basic Sazabi. We've got, ooh, is that the Penelope?
Yes, that is a Penelope.
Penelope, High New Gundam, and then the Banshee Norn General. So strong front line. Team B, oh, what is that new suit?
Oh,
It
that's
just
the
came out
gigantic
recently.
arm. That's the Hazel with the
Ausla?
gigantic arm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've got, what is that?
G-Door. That's
Oh,
G-Door.
nice.
Also a Benji Norm, and this is the
Legs broken, that's what it is.
the Gauchi, whatever that. What is that called?
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head. It's
So-
the F90 Daggy Iris. Thank you, Aoshi. Yeah, it is one of those new suits, and once you get to F91 and all that stuff, the suit name can get a little janky.
The one thing that viewers are going to see here is Team A is probably going to play really, really well at this cost. I mean, we've got Sazabi for new type. That's one of his favorite suits. You got the Hainu, you got the Banshee Norn, which I know those guys love to play. So this might be the match where Team A might start walking away with a bigger gap, just based on comfortability with these suits. Like, look at that downswing. The teaming in between that Banshee Norn and the Hainu, really impressive to watch. Did a lot of work on that Iris suit. Ooh, but Professor and Slipper's Hero came right back at it.
Oh, that's a good stagger right there. Once Penelope is up in the air and start doing things, it is very hard to stop. So it is critical that you stop it from doing things as much as possible.
That was a lot
that's
of
a huge
damage.
damage. Yeah, that was huge.
Oh, but
that's
G-Bat
what
before
G-Door does.
death. On death, G-Bat gets the kill. He took his target with that support going down, because for those who don't know, the Penelope has a buffer when it hits under, I think, 10% of its health. It magically just increases its shields and its defense through the roof. So it's a really tough mobile suit to kill, just because that last 10% is just, it feels like a whole nother life.
Yeah, and to be exact, I believe it's a 90% damage reduction. So everything you took is just it just tickles you completely. And
All
let's
right,
see.
looks like
This
Alex
there's
pushed in
another
really
fight going on
hard.
right now.
You got the Hainu pressuring the Iris, and it looks like the Hainu actually gave his funnels to his friend. Yep, to Perudo. Perudo has the Hainu funnels now, which is really powerful if you have a Vulcan to use with it. They're putting a lot of pressure on Team B over at Delta Point. There goes the Banshee. Now it's a numbers game. You got a 3v2. And it looks like their raid with the heavy arms is getting knocked down. He staggers. Can they finish it? They do. It's a 2v3 again at Delta Point. Perudo and New Type are doing a lot of work. Sadly, we just watched New Type get finished. So now it is up to Perudo and G-Bat, I believe. Now they got to be careful. It's becoming a numbers game here. Penelope's in. What are your thoughts, Fumbi?
Yeah, the Penelope is definitely taking work on the G-Doors here, and he is doing a lot. He's taking out those shields so fast. And it is also one of those units, I think the only unit that the shield is affected by resistance and such. But let's see.
Ooh,
yeah, he's in the air.
good teamwork. He made it.
Support.
Baited out the tackle, but he used his activation to get an iframe, and they just couldn't finish it. Okay, so it's a 3v2. You've got to be aware of timing here too, because you want to keep them in a spawn trap, right? And what that means to those who are uninitiated is you want to keep one or two of them on the field at all times, so you constantly have numbers advantage. So there you go. They kept one up, so you're going to stagger their spawns, which is beneficial. It either makes Team B hold spawns entirely until their entire team is ready, or they're going to start staggering, which is never good.
Yeah.
And it looks like Team B opted to hold the spawn, and now they're dropping Echo Point.
Yep, and you guys can see the center point is definitely the focus here. And it looks like, okay, the fight's going on the other side right now. Oh, the L is taking a big beating, and he is going to go down.
And if it's hard to see the viewers here, but you see beams coming in from the top. That's the Penelope. He's got the Hainu funnels given to him by that Hainu, and he's just using them. He's shooting down on targets from height, which is really advantageous. And wow, new type with a double wipe.
Yeah, this is a very clean sweep from Team A right here. And with only 40 seconds left, Team B need to play very careful on what they're doing right now in order to take this back. But doesn't seem like that might happen. And the Jackson goes down from that as well.
Yeah, now it's just the Irish suit. They've got a lot of fun and firepower on them. It's a 3v, 4v1. Team B's coming in. Never call it over until it's over. But it's a 2v4. Not good odds.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Team B does have that little stagger spawn that we talked about just a second ago. Yeah, they keep having people die and coming back. It's definitely not looking good.
No, not at all. And what's funny is if you look at the score here, 16,000 to 9,000, or almost 10, which is about the same types of scores that you saw at previous costs, which really says something again to the caliber of the players that you're spectating. They're really technically skilled. The normal game like this at 700 cost, because each one of these suits costs 700 points or 1,000 points every kill, tells you that a normal game would be about 30,000 points, give or take. So they were really playing tactically here. The fact that only got up to a 16,000 point game.
Yeah, at this cost in this game mode, but this is a 4v4. I think the ceiling for that score is a little bit lower, but still, that is true. Still, both teams are doing well.
Fantastic. Well, it was a real honor to commentate for everybody watching and to watch these games personally. Great action, great players. GBA got 48% in diversions, which I believe it. And I'm just going to say thank you for having me as your commentator tonight. I'll sign off. Fumbi, what are your thoughts? What are your final thoughts of tonight?
Yeah, exactly. This has been a good time, and it's really fun to see both teams doing well. And this is a lot going on. And a fun moment. I do hope that everyone viewing also has a great time as well.
Absolutely. We really hope you guys had a great time. We'd love to put on more of these matches. I know Aoshi has been working his butt off to get the production up and running. And why don't we go ahead and have him sign off and take us home?
Absolutely. Yeah. I want to say thank you guys for all you guys in chat, to our players, and to our awesome commentators and basically play-by-play shoutcasters there. Without all you guys involved, it wouldn't be where it is. So we're constantly improving. We are wrapping up for it tonight, so that was our last match for this exhibition tournament that we had going on. And in my eyes, all you guys are winners. If you're on Twitch, we will be rating somebody for the most part, so let me go ahead and get that squared away.